Hi, welcome to Free Spirit. So I'm going to be doing the January Spirit Pick-Me-Up reading. I'm going to be using all my decks. And I wanted to share this on my channel for anybody who finds this video to get messages from your loved ones who've passed on, your spirit guides, or angels, archangels, all our messages that want to come through at this time. And as I sat down, the message that came through even before I started the reading was to go forward with all you are, just as you are, and be true to yourself. And there was something about just being true to yourself with all you do now and almost being unapologetic with it in the best divine way. Just almost let the obstacles and any kind of things that hold you back in the past just drop away, and as you go forward in 2020, just step forward with all you are and just express yourself like the most divine parts of you. And they're really helping us with that, with releasing a lot of things and just going forward more clearly and just more true to yourself, and be true to yourself. And like there's a saying that's like everyone else is taken, so be true to yourself. You're meant to be you to your live to you live you to the fullest is coming through. So here we go, tapping into our spirit guides, loved ones passed on, and really our messages from the angels, archangels, and anyone who wants to come through with spirit messages for us as we go into January. Ooh, a spirit pick-me-up reading, messages to help guide us, messages to uplift our spirit, what would be the most important to hold on to for January in this new year as we go forward with all we are and just honestly ourselves at this point, true to ourselves. What are the messages as we go forward in January as a January spirit pick me up? Pick me up, spirit. What are the messages? There we go. Okay. What are the messages that want to come forward? For anyone who's going to pick me up. Ooh. Oh my gosh. There's so much flying out. Oh my gosh. There's so much. I want to do it in the order that it came out in because this is so much. Okay, first of all, they're telling us, okay, you can't make this up. First of all, release all the stress. So see how this tree is twisted? This is a picture I took of a tree that was completely twisted. We hold stress in our body. That's what we're being released with. They're telling us to clear out all the time and release the stress. And the card literally says your body is holding stress and feels like this tree. It's time to give it some attention and unwind or move it around and release the tension in your body and feel better. So there's a call to release the tension in your body, to release the stress, to, like that I said in the beginning, what Spirit was making me say is like release the burdens, release the obstacles, release what you tell yourself, release the stress, because we hold that stress in our body and they want us to untangle ourselves and unburden ourselves. And with that, the next thing was sparkling inner light, to just release the stress and be filled with this profound inner light, your divine light. And it literally is sparkling inner light. Let your emotions sparkle like the water does under the sun. There is such beauty in you as you feel emotions that reflect on what you love most. And we're all coming back to that. There was something coming through also about true beauty from the inside out. And that was coming through earlier too. It was like there's this profound inner beauty from the inside out, that we're shining with this divine inner beauty. That's the real beauty that counts. It's the real genuine beauty of the world. And we're sparkling with that because we stripped away, we've been cleared out, cleansed out, coming back to our divine self. And we have a sparkling inner light that's shimmering and sparkling like the sun and the light of the sun does on water. That when we're divinely in tune with our emotions and strip back to just who we are and the truth of bareness of who we are and the truth of it, it shines this divinity light as the sun sparkles on the water. And it's this beautiful sparkling inner light, beautiful from the inside out, and you're sparkling with that as you release the stress. And we're dropping everything that comes between that muddies the waters in a sense. We're releasing the stress. We're coming back to this divine inner light and sparkling, a sparkling ray of light. And look at what's coming in. The tide is turning, and this doesn't surprise me because we got literally the wheel is turning in January, the divine wheel of destiny, and the tide is turning, and you sense this. um, the tide of happiness is coming in, and look, the tide is finally turning in your favor in January. Good things will be coming in soon. Waves of good things will be brought to you that will make you happy. The tide is turning, and we're feeling that, and that's why they're saying release the burdens, release the stress. You can release what you're holding in your body. Come back to the beautifulness of you. You're the divine beauty within you. You're sparkling inside and out. There's divine beauty from the inside out, and the tide is turning. And the next one we had was this one, was go with the flow. And go with the flow. And it's literally saying you are to go with the flow and not fight the current right now. You're being moved on purpose to a better place or situation. Go with the flow. So the tide is turning, and this tide is turning, and you're to go with the flow, which is bringing in divine goodness to you. You're being divinely moved with new passion and purpose, and let the divine move you. And that's the turn of the wheel, that we're being divinely moved. We've been cleansed out. We're getting more divine inspiration, more divine thought, taking more divine action, and the whole time go with the flow. Go with the flow. We're being moved on purpose. Don't fight the current. You're being moved on purpose to a better place or situation. There's the tide of turn. The tide is turning, bringing in good things. You're going with the flow as well. And then look at this. We have new creative sparks are lighting up. This is new creative worlds. This is also your intuition's off the charts, but also creativity is off the charts. And I got a direct spirit message about creativity that I have chills about just thinking about, that I've yet to upload to the channel, but it was a direct spirit message about our divine creativity and how we're being inspired to be more creative and leave behind, use our creativity for good, for others to find. Like, leave it behind, to pour yourself and your divinity, your divine inspirations, divine pieces of yourself, pour it out into your creative works, your literal work, your projects, whether it's books, whether it's art, whether it's music, whether it's whatever it is. Um, you're supposed to pour yourself into that, because it's not just the divine moment of you being on your divine journey, being divinely inspired in that moment, creating it, but there's going to be people coming up behind you that will be also divinely moved by what you leave behind, by your creative works. Like, you're part of the divine pattern. You're part of, just how they were telling me, and you'll see this in the spirit message I'll upload probably later tonight or tomorrow when I get a chance. They were saying how, if you get moved by a painting you see in the museum, right? But the painter who painted it was divinely inspired and on their own divine journey when they painted it. They had no idea to the depth of which 50 years later, a person who was unborn at the time is now looking at their painting, and they are getting divinely inspired by that painting that they were divinely inspired to make. So you have no idea how much your creativity makes a difference in this world. A, number one. B, we were being divinely pushed to openly create without the old obstacles, and go forward divinely creating, because you're on your creative journey. You're making an impact right then and there, but then also you're leaving it behind. So they were pushing us to create. We have a tremendous power of creation within us, and to use it for good and leave it for others to find behind you. So now this is coming out, that I'm just getting chills all over the place, because I got that message this morning, and it said new creative worlds, and it's literally saying new creative sparks are lighting up and creating new worlds for you now. You will be amazed by your creative sparks of new ideas and projects. So there's divine inspiration here and divine action that you must take, and it's part of coming back to yourself, your divine inner light, and releasing all the stress so you can be open to the guidance you receive. The tide is turning, and there are going to be good things coming in. You're also being divinely moved on purpose. That's going to be opening up new creative worlds. There's going to be new creative ideas you're going to be getting, new creative inspirations, and you're supposed to be open to these new creative worlds opening up in 2020, starting right in January for you. And the last card that came out, that is literally about divine timing. And there's tremendous divine timing at work here. And it's divine timing of the turn of the wheel. It's divine that you're going with the flow now, and it's opening up to new creative worlds. And it's saying there is divine timing at work here. Feel a great peace and they were saying definitely come from a new foundation of peace going into 2020. Amazing new creative things are going to be built on this foundation of peace that you now have. There's divine timing all at work here. Feel a great peace rising within you right now in this very moment, knowing you are right now perfectly in sync with divine timing. And this is coming through. We're right perfectly exactly where we're supposed to be, and we're going with the flow of this divine timing as well. And I have chills all over my body because there's definitely something really divine coming right in the beginning of 2020 and leading us all through 2020, that we're divinely right on place. We're divinely very connected. We're definitely getting divine wisdom and divine creative sparks that you're supposed to be following, and it's opening up new creative worlds for you, and the tide is turning, and there's divine timing. There's been divine timing this whole way to get to this point. And let's see what else we can get for January as a spirit. As we tap into spirit, just want to check if there's anything else from this deck, and then we'll... Yeah, find your sanctuary. Listen, it's all, again, with the inner peace. There was something about this that here, where it was saying, this has been coming through over and over for us to find, here, feel great peace rising within you right now, in this very moment, knowing you are right now perfectly in sync with divine timing. There is a peace that they want us to feel, that we are in the right place, that we're at the right time, that we are being in the right position. And find great peace in that. That will help with releasing the stress. That also helps knowing that the tide is turning and you're to go with the flow, and it's bringing in good things, and things are opening up creatively for you. But there's something about finding great peace, and here we have inner peace. And this was a message that was coming through at the end of December going into 2020, to come from a more profound inner peace. And here it's saying, find your sanctuary. Take some time to be alone and get some downtime for yourself. Look inside for the peace you seek. And they're stressing this also, especially with what's going on in the world around us, that it's more important to consistently have a spiritual practice or a meditative practice, to have those downtimes, find your alone time, get your own answers, find your own peace within yourself, within your own divine connection, through your divine connection, because that's where the peace lies, and you're not going to find it outside of yourself. So there's a call for that as well. Oh, jeez. And oh, this is why they wanted me to find, you have a heart of gold. You have a heart of gold. And this is also your peace in the storm. It's almost like this lone leaf that is holding on as the winds were blowing so strongly, that you remain a heart of gold no matter what happens. And that's what I was touching on from this, about having inner peace no matter what's going on in the world around us. That's very crazy, chaotic, and turbulent too. You know, every moment of the day you can't escape it. And they're saying your heart of gold holds intact no matter what's going on and moving and shaking around you. And it literally says, yes, no matter what happens around you, through the winds and times of change, let your heart remain intact and golden. Keep shining with a pure heart of gold. And that was why they were going on about sparkling inner light from the inside out. We're back to that. We're back to our truth, our core, our divine center, our divine connections, the divinity within us, the beauty inside and out of us. And you're staying this pure heart of gold no matter what's going on around you. And that's what they're advising. That's what they're saying. And divine timing is at work. The tide is turning. And you're right where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to be doing, and just go with the flow. And release all the stress. Just remind yourself to go with the flow, and that the tide is turning, and you're right there. Divine timing is at play here. They want you to be at peace, that you're right there with divine timing. And in the midst of crazy or chaos, or where it's not peaceful around you, you find your own inner peace, your own sanctuary, and you hold intact with your pure heart of gold, no matter what's going on around you. This is the messages for January as Spirit Pick Me Up. So now we're going to pick the Divine Spirit, and let's tap into our spirit guides and loved ones passed on. What are the Divine Spirit for your Divine Spirit for the month of January? Ooh, okay, that's the first. Ooh, I knew this deck wanted to speak. I had an hour before I had to leave, and I was like, I want to do this reading. I know this deck was pulling at me. These decks were pulling at me to do this reading now, so beautiful messages. I love that the tide is turning. We literally got the wheel in the January tarot reading. So it's just confirming that. So the first divine spirit message we got is, yes, you can find a way beyond this. You can find a way beyond this. So there could be things that are stressing us out a little bit. And then the next one we have, you are so divinely loved right now. You are so divinely loved right now. Breathe that in and know you are supported in this moment. That's what they want you to know with this divine timing especially. And they want you to know that as you're doing what you're doing. You're so divinely supported. You're so divinely supported in this moment. You're divinely loved right now. That's why I'm pulling these decks. And they're going to find you're going to find a way beyond this, meaning going with the flow is good. They're going to move you to the right situations, the right things. The tide is turning. So whatever we're leaving behind recently in 2019, or things moving out of your life or something, or you're finding a hardship or something you want to move beyond, they're going to help you find a way beyond it. And you can release the stress about it because they are moving you, and there is divine timing and the tide is turning. So they're saying that you are finding your way beyond this with divine help. You're so supported and you're divinely loved right now. So they want me to pull some more messages from this deck. So there's a lot of divine love and support coming through. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that fell over all the way over here. Ooh. Oh my gosh, we got two more. We got, oh my God, I have chills. You are not alone here. You are not alone here. That's why they want to say you're supported in this moment. You're so divinely loved right now. You're not alone. And are you ready for the last one? We know you can do it. We know you can do it. So whatever you're doing, especially when you come back here, sorry, I'm choking a little bit. But these new creative worlds that are opening up, they're lighting up their new worlds. So they're literally saying new creative sparks, new creative inspirations, new projects, new work, new ideas. They're new worlds for you right now. And you're going to be amazed by your creative sparks of new ideas and projects. So there's new coming in here. And they're saying literally that we know you can do it. So if there are things that you're working on, going for, or whatever, you're not alone in it. And they know you can do it. The tide is turning here. You're being moved on purpose. There's divine timing here. And there's a lot of love and support coming through. So let's get right to actual pure love from spirit. Pure love from spirit. These are direct just messages purely from spirit guides and loved ones passed on. What are their actual sentiments? Like, what do they want to say to you as you go forward and just go for it? You're not alone, and we know you can do it. So there's something that you're moving beyond or moving towards. They know you can do it. You're definitely getting divine inspiration, divine ideas. The tide is turning. You're being moved on purpose. And to release stress along the way, and you're so beautiful inside and out and remain intact no matter what's going on around you. You just continuously find your own sanctuary and just continually release the stress, trusting and knowing the tide is turning, that you're going with the flow. There's divine timing. You're so divinely loved and supported in the moment. You're not alone. You're not alone here at all. So let's see what are the pure love from spirit. This is pure love from spirit. Pure love from spirit for anyone who finds this video for January as we go forward, knowing the tide is turning. Good things are coming in that we're going to be happy about. We're being moved on purpose, and new worlds are opening up, new creative worlds. And they want us to go for it and know we're not alone, and we're supported and divinely loved. Very divinely loved and supported. I love that. Oh, wow, we got two at a time here. Yeah, we are here for you through this. You're not alone here. They're saying you are not alone here. We are here for you through this. And then we know how you feel. Oh, wow, I got chills. You know, a lot of the time, you're not alone here. It's so interesting. You could talk all day and still not share everything, and they do know everything you feel. Like, you have people around you, and you must be very vocal in sharing what you're going through, what all those things, but they know, they feel, they know what you feel, they know how you feel, and they're here for you through the whole thing. Ooh, gosh, and two more at a time. Oh my gosh. Oh, we want the best for you. So they want the best for you, and we send our love. There's a lot of love coming through here. Back here, it said you are so divinely loved right now. And there's something about really feeling divinely loved right now. And you're so supported. We know you can do this. We know you can do it. And you're so divinely loved right now. And then they're literally saying, we send our love to you. And they want the best for you. And the tide is turning. You're supposed to just go with the flow. And if you're ever, struggling with anything, or it's too crazy around us, I'm just picking up, it's so crazy around us. It's just remember to remain beautiful inside and out and intact, and take those moments of solitude. Have, rest in that inner peace within yourself and within your divine connection, because that's where you're getting all this divine love and support. And believe me, there's so much coming in. I mean, this has been even in tarot readings, the tide is turning and there's divine timing at work. And you're supposed to go with the flow and good things are coming in. I mean, the tide is finally turning in your favor. Good things will be coming in soon. Waves of good things will be brought to you that will make you happy. And they want the best for you. They send their love to you. And they know everything you feel. They're here for you for the whole thing. And they're saying you're beautiful inside and out. Because we also got 2 cards about sparkling inner light and this staying intact with a heart of gold no matter what's going on around you, and to hold strong to that. You have inner peace. You find your sanctuary through everything is coming through. And the parts that they're saying we know you can do it and they're there for you is new creative sparks are lighting up and creating new worlds for you. And this is coming in January in 2020, where there's going to be new creations, new worlds, definitely, because I got a direct spirit message about how important your creativity is, and to fully express yourself and to divinely leave it for others to find. So I'm going to post that spirit message soon as I get a chance. But there are new creative worlds opening up, and that's part of the tide is turning. That's part of the divine timing. The tide is turning, and also to go with the flow. And so that is the good stuff that's coming through that they want to know, and we're totally supported through this whole entire thing, and they're commending our insides through it all and our divine connection through it all. They're with us. There's divine support and love, and you're not alone here. You're not alone here at all. They know how you feel. They want the best for you. They send their love. They're here for you through this, and you're not alone here. It keeps showing, really bathes me, because you're not alone here, and we know you can do it. So there's something about moving right along here, going with the flow with divine timing, and the tide is turning, and it's opening up new creative worlds for you, and they want you to go and do that. They are with you for that. There's divine love and support for that. So if you're getting divinely inspired, even at the start of the year, right in January, or having plans in 2020 to express this out of yourself, to be more creative, you're getting inspiration, you're getting inspired ideas, they want you to go for it. They want you to express yourself. There's something really divine about it, and it's not just for the moment. It's not for your, it is for your divine journey, but then it's also to be shared, and it's helping other people on their divine journey. And that was what was coming through really profoundly. They were like, you have such amazing power for creation. Use it for good and leave it for others to find behind you. So there's a lot of that coming through too. And yeah, so I'll leave it there. But wow, I really feel like they want one more message from Pure Love. So, okay, let's see. They want to really send a lot of love and support and make us feel very loved and supported. Ooh, 2 more. Yeah, you can't help it. We will help you feel safe. They want us to feel safe through that. And we know you love us. They know. Yeah, so if you're saying thank you, or you're sending your love, especially with the holidays, we get sentimental with all the people that are no longer here. That seems really like messages from loved ones that you've missed. You don't even have to voice it, but it's in your mind and heart. They're saying we know you love us. And they're going to help you feel safe and more secure, especially even when there are good changes and changes the wheel and good things happening, and you can feel that and sense that. They want you to feel safe through the process, and more safe and secure, and also safe and secure in this turbulent, changeable world. And that's why they were stressing about sanctuary and finding that safety and security and peace within your own divine connection, and find peace within yourself, because that's where you're going to find it. That's why that sanctuary card kept coming up, And it was very important because that's like your divine connection, and it also keeps you connected to yourself and with the divine as a heart of gold intact no matter what's going on around you. You don't let other people change that or affect that. You have your own foundation of inner peace, and there's so much good coming in. But this is where you're going to feel your safety and security. It's within you. And the good stuff coming in again, the tide is turning. Oh my gosh, and new creative worlds are coming. And there's such divine timing and going with the flow here. And they know that you're on your way. There's such love and support for this. We will help you feel safe. We know you can do it. We want the best for you. We're here for you through this. We send our love. And we know how you feel. I love this. Should I get one? Why does this one say? Yeah, this came through too. We want you to take care of yourself. That's part of that sanctuary. They kept, I don't know why they didn't want me to end this video already, but they kept saying it's not over in a way, and it's really stressing this sanctuary. It's really stressing this heart of gold. It's really stressing, like, take care of yourself too through this whole thing. They want you to take divine self-care of yourself. And this has been coming up so much too. And that's why we started with releasing the stress as well. Through the whole process, it's great. The tide's turning, good stuff is coming in. And as we go forward and going for those new things and striving to accomplish so much, there was a lot of things about really taking divine care of yourself in a really divine ways. And you could come up with it on your own, almost like resolutions, take better care of your body, or not think so negatively, like make a resolution to think more positively, or, so anything that takes care of your mind, body, and spirit. If you want to increase your spiritual practices, I've been doing a lot more readings just because I feel like it uplifts my soul. Like literally, this is a spirit pick-me-up reading. Do things that you just get joy and have a little sanctuary from the crazy of the world to release the stress that we sponge into our bodies, our mind, and our soul, because they want us to take divine care of yourself. It's a lot about finding the sanctuary and the peace within yourself, no matter how you can, and stay intact with the divinity within you, no matter what is going on. When I took this picture, this was a really windy day. Everything was crazy. And this lone wolf was just like this ray of sunshine, intact and gorgeous. And that's you. And they kept saying that you're a divine, sparkling light coming back to this, the purity of that, shining from the beauty inside and out. And there's beautiful things coming in. So the whole point, they want also to know the tide is turning. And that's been coming up with the Wheel of Destiny and all the tarot readings and their new creative worlds coming. And so gorgeous. And they're there with you through the whole thing, divine love and support, and feel it. You're not alone. They even know what you feel. You don't even have to voice it. They know what you feel. And this is exciting because you can be getting inspirations and creative nudges and inspired to take on really different things that you would never think of doing, or expanding on things that you just dabbled in, or you could just feel like new worlds are opening up, and it's all from just following your intuition or your inspirations. And there's something really important and divine about it, because you're getting a divine spark, literally, that's creating new worlds for you. But then also the effects of this is helping others divinely as well. So they're really saying that too. They're doubling down on that because you have tremendous creative power, and they're saying use it for good and use it so it divinely helps others. Just by doing it, you don't even have to think that far, but just by doing it, you're even divinely inspiring and helping others just by leaving that behind. So have a wonderful January. And this has been the Spirit Pick Me Up reading for January. Tide is turning. So much divine love and support for you right now. And take care. Bye-bye.